Hello out there in the online world. Welcome to week 3. Time's flying, right? We're just having a blast. This is great. In week 3 is probably my second favorite topic. I'll let you know when we get to my favorite because I know you're dying to know. Hypothesis testing. I really enjoyed when I learned this because think about something like a bag of chips. If I had some chips, I thought I could sit here and eat them while I did this, but I don't have any chips. Is there really 10 ounces of chips in that bag, or do you feel like me that they're putting a lot more air than chips in the bag? So this could be something that I claim they're underfilling the bag, and I could go out, get a sample of a bunch of bags of chips. I'd eat them, of course, and I could test what the hypothesis that are there really 10 ounces of chips in that bag. All right. And so this is kind of an exciting topic. I really like this topic. And you're going to see the procedure is the same no matter what you're testing. So don't get into this whole Z table, T table, chi-square table. That's later, but the procedure is the same no matter what kind of hypothesis testing you're doing. First, step 1, somebody states a claim, right? I claim that they're underfilling the bags. I claim that there's less than 10 ounces of chips in the bag. All right, come up with a level of significance. They give you this, but this is the alpha value. And then go out, get a sample, and get a test statistic from your sample that you will compare with the critical value. I know you're going, this is all what? So the test statistic is from the sample. The critical value you find by looking up in the table based off of your alpha. Okay, so your level of significance, you're going to look this up in the table. Find your results one of two ways. You could either check to see if your test statistic, so that's what this picture is showing, if I have, and you're going to see there's different types of tests. This is an example of a two-tailed test. This wouldn't be underfilling the bags. This would be underfilling or overfilling. All right. And so here, if I find a test statistic that falls, say, right here, then it's not in my critical region. So I would not reject the null, and I'd have to say, yeah, based on this sample that I took, apparently there's 10 ounces of chips. Another way you can check is by p-values. This is typically used more in the real world because p-values you can find like with Excel, and they're just a probability value. What's the probability if I go out and get a sample that I would find this value if what you're telling me is true? So of course, if you have a very small probability, and that's what it's saying here, is if it's less than your significance. So if you have a real small probability less than your alpha value, you would reject the null. Okay, and so we're going to learn in our lecture this week how to actually find test statistics, okay, how to do all these different hypothesis testing. We'll do that Tuesday night. But if you can just kind of get the procedure down in your head first, then you'll see the steps that, are just formulas. Once again, kind of have the same thing going on this week. You have a discussion question, which you actually are going to do a hypothesis test. You have homework to do, yeehaw, which you're going to do a lot of hypothesis testing. You're going to do in your course project phase 3 a hypothesis test, your module 3 quiz hypothesis test, and then you're going to come to the live classroom and see what my secret phases, right? All right, so let's have a great week 3, and I'll see you Tuesday night.